before we'll go to a wild card. Who here wants to just come up and stand and off the cuff? All right, let's go. What's your name?
Pavlen.
Pavlen. Let's bring Pavlen to the stage.
The stage is yours. Thank you, guys. I think I'm going to use the microphone because it feels like I can hear my own voice better, and I love hearing my own voice. My sister invited me here. Actually, that's my sister, Eleonora. I had no idea what to expect when I came here. I didn't know exactly what the event was about. She just told me to come, and I decided to come. I liked all of the speeches, and while I was listening to the speeches, I was already thinking, oh, I could add something to that, or I could add something to that. And while I was talking with everyone, I spoke to him, and I improvised 5 speeches in front of him. He can confirm. And the first thing that came to my head, that was the best one, the best topic I'm going to start with, and the rest maybe another time. But that topic is constructive criticism. I'm going to talk about criticism and how it affects our lives, and who is giving us good criticism, and how to spot when the criticism might be correct, but it's also very important where it's coming from. So let me discuss that. All of you, I imagine, have good friends. I mean, sure, already some of you might become even friends. But when somebody is your friend, the idea is that they will tell you the truth no matter what, and they will give you constructive criticism that would help you improve. So I think that's a big part of being a friend to someone and being honest, because that involves being honest, right? But there is a fine line between saying the truth and giving somebody constructive criticism, and also you can use the truth as an excuse to be an asshole. Who has experienced that? Yeah, somebody told you that you didn't do something right, but then you feel a little bit of something in their tone of voice, something that makes you feel like they feel superior to you. So you start to question yourself and stuff like that. Well, constructive criticism shouldn't ever feel like that. It shouldn't feel like you're speaking to someone who feels they're better than you. So the reason why I'm sharing this, because we all have experienced this, and it doesn't get talked about often. And really, it's extremely important when having good friends, and even as a politician. If you're a politician, imagine yourself as a leader of the country. And you know what people say about, there is a concept, it's called the dictator trap. In history, dictators have surrounded themselves with people who tell them what they want to hear, right? And we call these people that are like this narcissists, right? But this is a big trap. I mean, you might feel like your ego is impenetrable and you want to every one of us has this in us. Every one of us has a narcissist in us that wants to defend themselves against the horrible criticisms that come, at us. But sometimes when it's coming from a bad place, it's of course we're gonna reject it. Even if the person is telling us the truth, you don't like how they're telling it to you. So it's okay not to accept this criticism, but still, just like when you're young and you want to rebel against it, and even if they're right, you're gonna be like, no, I don't want to hear that, because of the tone of the voice of the person or whatever. So what I'm inviting you here right now, and thank you for coming, all of you, is to really think about all the people in your life and all the times you've heard criticism or you've criticized someone. And it's good to be brutally honest, but it's very important how we do it, and not to get lost in comparing ourselves. Even if we're criticizing somebody about something, or we're being criticized, well, they might be right that you're really bad at something, and you might want to listen to it, but you can instantly think of 10 things that you're better than them as well. So if they try to push some superiority on you, you can easily do that as well, and it will never lead to constructive conversation. And this is what we are right now as society. People stay in their echo chambers, and they want to surround themselves with people that only tell them what they want to hear. So I think as society, as people, as individuals, we have to have both thick skin and be allowing criticism and not suppressing it, but also when we deliver that criticism, let it be with empathy and really showing that it's not about our ego. It's not about I'm telling you the truth because you're inferior to me, but more like I'm criticizing you because I want you to be better. So I think it's a really important thing in our times and could not be emphasized enough. Thank you.
Well done, man. Well done.
Improvisation.
Improvisation. How good is that? Just step up and go, all right, let's give it a go. Let's give it all. And such an important topic as well. I think increasingly becoming more important, right? You know, just to lead on to that, the one thing I notice with criticism is it coming from a place of love? I think that, like, is that person sharing that criticism with me when I'm feeling like I want to be offended by it, or it doesn't land very well with me, or however it is that they said it, or the tone of their voice, or me overanalyzing? I'm like, do I believe that person's really sharing it from a place of love, that they're wanting me to become better? And as soon as I look at that, and if it's not, then I question, well, what's my friendship or relationship with that person? Or if it is, then it's kind of like, well, grow up and stop being a child about it. Say thank you. Appreciate it.